want to.
Remembering sanding. Hey everybody, glad you're back, and this is a really, in my world, big exciting day. So we talked a little bit about the MPG TV, the Milwaukee Miracle car, off and on, and eventually you're going to get to see more of that. But for today, the big exciting news is that MPG TV from back in the 70s, EMPI USA still exists, and they supply all kinds of great performance parts and restoration and accessory parts for Volkswagens, and they're now on board to help sponsor the build of the MPG TV Milwaukee Miracle car. And we got a big shipment. Actually kind of gives me goosebumps. It's like Christmas for a Volkswagen guy here, of parts that we need for the preservation of the car. And I have no idea what's in these boxes, so if you guys don't mind, hang out while I fight my way in to see what's in there. I saw red urethane, so something to do with suspension.
What'd
The
you say?
box,
A what?
I saw red urethane, which leads me to think it has something to do with suspension parts. But the box made me think carpet kit. Look, I cut myself already on the box. No, I didn't cut myself on the knife. I cut myself on a staple. But I won't bleed on the parts. Much. I know what it is. So this is a sway bar, which interesting to car guys, probably not interesting to non-car people. But the cool thing about this is we're going to run a 2-inch narrowed front end on this thing, so it can be slightly lowered. And this is a EMPI 2-inch narrowed sway bar, which I didn't even know existed until this came. So it's exciting. And it's cool. It has all the mounting stuff. These are the urethane bushings that go with it. Super awesome. So there's that. Does it add drama that there's blood on the box?
Totally.
Okay, this is the actual front beam, which is 2-inch narrowed, adjustable. So this is the front suspension of the car. Here's what I like. Instead of having urethane bushings for the control arms to travel in, it has nice new needle bearings, which means the car will ride the way it should. So these beams are made the right way. In my opinion, they should have needle bearings, not bushings. And everybody that runs bushings and likes them can yell at me, but I want needle bearings in my cars. And this has them.
Me too.
Trust me, you do. How nice is that?
So Rick doesn't scratch it.
All brand new. Well, we're gonna probably put another coat of paint on it. Anyway. And again, like the sway bar, this is made 2 inches narrower than stock. And what that does on a lowered car is it moves the wheels inside the fenders so the fenders don't rub on the fender lip. And it has the nice, these are, I think they're called Avis style adjusters. They're much easier to adjust than the old style. This is a nice piece. And it means I don't have to narrow one, which I like. So that's awesome. Thank you, EMPI. Man, that's nice. The Barry Mini T needs one of these.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but I see it through.
That's a bubble wrap. Alright, and then there's this one. The heavy one. Out of the 3.
What's your guess?
Probably the rest of the stuff to build the beam, I hope. You know what those are?
Do I know what they are? I would say button covers. Upholstery button covers.
These are actually just, and this is cool, this is a cool detail. These are the little caps that get driven into the end of the control arm.
That was my second guess.
I thought you'd get it. I can decode the box, I'll tell you. Oh, look at that brand newness. So they're not even remanufactured, they're brand new. Brand new ball joints, brand new arms. So this is what attaches to the beam. This goes in the beam on the needle bearings and attaches to the spindle that the wheel rides on. And when you go over bumps, it moves like that. And those little caps I showed you fill this hole. And it takes 4 of these per car, and there's 4 here. Thank you, EMPI. It's gonna make the build a lot easier. Cool. I just want to see if there's 4 arms. No, there's 2 in one box, and then 1 in the other box. What a luxury, not having to handle greasy 50-plus-year-old parts. So what that whole unit replaces is this. This is the one that was in the car. And it's rusty. The car's from the Midwest, and they salt the roads there, so this thing has seen some winters. So that nice shiny new beam replaces this.
Which one are the arms, these things?
Yep. No, these are the arms right here.
I need
Here,
that.
I'll show you. It's actually, this arm is this arm right here. This piece is this piece. Goes in there and pivots like that.
Gosh, that thing's pretty beat up, isn't it? So this whole thing gets replaced?
Yeah. Just the whole front suspension of the car. And the 2-inch narrow sway bar. a replacement for that. This is a factory spray bar, much thinner. The EMPI one is more high performance, it's thicker.
Wait, this is a factory one and the other one's...
That's EMPI stuff.
Can I be dumb and ask a question?
Can you what?
Can I be dumb and ask, like, so if that's an empty car,
Yeah, so
why doesn't it have an empty
because the EMPI
factory thing?
part of the EMPI GTV were all accessory parts that were added on to make a Beetle perform better and look better. So it's a 1970 Beetle that's been converted to an EMPI GTV with all EMPI parts back in 1970. Well, for people that know, like a company like Saline that converts Mustangs, or Cosworth that converted Vegas back in the 70s, EMPI was making conversion kits for Volkswagens over the years. And they still sell high performance parts, they just don't sell a kit to make a car a GTV. So what I normally do, and this kind of explains why it's so nice for me to get a box with all that stuff in it, is I would normally completely disassemble this greasy 50-some-year-old beam, take all of the parts out of it, make a jig, cut it in half, put adjusters in it, cut 2 inches out of it, weld it all back together, cut 2 inches out of the springs, put them back in, clean the grease off, put new grease back on it, put the suspension arms back in, check the needle bearings. If they're bad, replace the needle bearings, do all that. What EMPI sent me, I just get to assemble fresh, clean parts, which is a huge luxury for me. So that's why it's exciting. We're just gonna load up all the parts to the GTV, take it off. there's a super cheap solution for your oval.
What's that?
That 2 of the wide and 2 of the skinny are a great set of for your oval.
Three.
Just seeing if I gotta take this to the garage, the punk rock garage, and take to the punk rock garage. Garage. Yeah. Look at that. Look at it. She's got stainless.
Oh yeah.
It's got freaking Carter keys, but he's gotta go. It's full race. Full race.
Is it keepable?
Yep. Yeah, it's got stainless burner. That's why I make sure it wasn't rusted out. It's not. I don't mind fixing rusty Beetles, but I don't want to fix a rusty girl. If I remember right, these are fallacious. They're what? Super heavy, I think. Nice. You strapping it? Nice. Run, run, run. Slide under it. We're actually being responsible. We're going to wait. Can I show you my favorite part? It just goes right in on it. It is now. We're gonna move the door now. It closes like that. It used to drop. Out of everything I do to Beetles, make sure I'm being honest here. Out of everything I do to Beetles, everything I do to rusty Beetles, my favorite thing is making the doors work like this. That's good. Oh, you know what? Let's go out back first and take this piece off. Okay. Let's do an adventure. Sure. Yesterday we got both trucks stuck for a while out back. So we might be a little gunshot. Today's gonna be better. Oh, hey, look, another Volkswagen. Oh, hey, look.
I don't know. I'm not digging them yet.
Yeah, I like them. They're okay. 70s Beetle on them.
Yeah. 4 lug.
My Forsythia.
I hit the Forsythia. You think, Mike, we want to spin it around? Yep. And back ways in, because then once we get to work, I'll just take the wheels off and roll it over.
Yeah. Yeah.